Hi friends, in this video we will see about binomial distribution. Binomial distribution is discovered by James Bernoulli, a Swiss mathematician. It is published in the year of 1700. The another name of binomial distribution is called Bernoulli distribution. It deals with dichotomous classification of events which are success or failure of the event. Properties of binomial distribution. It is applicable when the trials are independent and each trial has two outcomes, success or failure. For an instance, when we tossing a coin, if we choose head but we get tail, it is a failure. At the same time, if we choose head and then get head, it is a success of the event. A random variable which is said to follow binomial distribution if its mass probability function is p of x is equal to ncx into p power x into q power n minus x. Two independent constants n and p are the parameters of the distribution. X refers to the number of success of the event. Conditions of binomial distribution. The first condition is number of trial n is finite. The trials are independent of each other. The probability of success p is constant for each trial. The probability of failure is q. Each trial must result in a success or failure. Characteristics of binomial distribution. Binomial distribution is a discrete distribution in which the random variable x represents the number of success. Assume x is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, n, where n is finite in the binomial distribution. Mean is equal to np. Variance is equal to npq. Standard deviation is equal to root of npq. Coefficient of skewness is equal to x is equal to q minus p divided by root of npq. Coefficient of kurtosis is equal to x is equal to 1 minus 6pq divided by npq. Each of the probability is non-negative. The sum of all probability is 1. P plus Q is equal to 1. Q is equal to 1 minus P. Both P and Q are less than 1. Additional property of binomial distribution. Let x and y be a two independent binomial variables. X having a parameter of n1 and p. Y having a parameter of n2 and p. Then x plus y will be a binomial variable with the parameters of n1 plus n2 and p. Now we will do some problems. Toss a coin for 12 times. What is the probability of getting exactly 7 heads? The first step, which is we have to write a formula. P of x is equal to ncx into p power x into q power n minus x. N represents number of trials. Here the question is tossing a coin for 12 times. So n is equal to 12. X represents number of success. Here the question is what is the probability of getting exactly 7 heads. So x is equal to 7. Next P P represents the probability of getting a success of an event. Here the event is probability of getting an head. So the chance of getting an head is 50%. When we toss a coin, we have only two outcomes, either head or tail. So the 50% chance for head and the 50% chance for tail. Then 50 by 100 is equal to 1 by 2, which represents P is equal to 1 by 2. Then Q. Q represents probability of getting failure, which is 1 minus P. 1 minus 1 by 2, which is equal to 1 by 2. Next we have to apply the findings in the formula, which we get 12C7 into 1 by 2 power 7 into 1 by 2 power 12 minus 7. Next we write 12C7 in the fraction form. In the numerator, multiply 7 numbers from the 12 in the descending order. In the denominator, multiply 7 number from the 1 in the ascending order. Next, multiply 1 by 2 power 7 into 1 by 2 power 5, which we get 792 into 1 by 128 into 1 by 32. Finally, we get 792 divided by 4096. Next, we can solve this. We get 0.1933. We have convert into percentage, so into 100. 0.1933 into 100, which we get 19.33%. So the probability of getting exactly 7 hits is 19.33%. Second question is 12 coins are tossed. What is the probability of getting more than 9 hits? The first step is write a formula. P of x is equal to ncx into p power x into q power n minus x. Second step is write the variables. N is equal to number of trials. Here 12 coins are tossed, so n is equal to 12. X represents the probability of getting more than 9 hits, so 10, 11, 12. Next, P, probability of getting a chance of occurrence of head, which is 50%, so 50 by 100, which is 1 by 2. So P is equal to 1 by 2. Q is equal to 1 minus P, which is 1 minus 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2. Next, we have to apply it in the formula. We get 12C10 into 1 by 2 power 10 into 1 by 2 power 12 minus 10 plus 12C11 into 1 by 2 power 11 into 1 by 2 power 12 minus 11 plus 12C12 into 1 by 2 power 12 into 1 by 2 power 12 minus 12. Now we elaborate 12C10 in the fraction form. In the numerator, multiply 10 numbers from the 12 in the descending order, divided by in the denominator, multiply 10 numbers from the 1 in the descending order into 1 by 2 power 10 into 1 by 2 power 2 plus in the numerator, multiply 11 number from the 12 in the descending order and in the denominator multiply 11 numbers from the 1 in the ascending order into 1 by 2 power 11 into 1 by 2 power 1 plus in the numerator multiply 12 numbers from the 12 in the descending order divided by in the denominator multiply 12 numbers from the 1 in ascending order into 1 by 2 power 12 into 1 by 2 power 0, which we get 66 into 1 by 1024 into 1 by 4 plus 12 into 1 by 2048 into 1 by 2 plus 1 into 1 by 4096 into 1. Here a small note, anything per 0 which is equal to 1, which means 1 power 0 which is equal to 1, 2 power 0 which is also is equal to 1. Next we get 66 by 4096 plus 12 by 4096 plus 1 by 4096 which is equal to 79 by 4096. We got 0.019287. We write it in the percentage, multiply 100, which we get 1.93 percentage. Third question, 12 coins are tossed. What is the probability of getting more than 3 hits? First step is write an formula. P of x is equal to ncx into p power x into q power n minus x. N represents number of trials. Here 12 coins are tossed, so n is equal to 12. X represents number of success which is more than 3 hits. So x is equal to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Next P represents probability of success, which is the occurrence of getting an event of hits, which is 50%. So 50 by 100 which is equal to 1 by 2. Next Q, probability of getting an failure of the event, which is 1 minus P. 1 minus 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2. 1 minus 12C0 into 1 by 2 power 0 into 1 by 2 power 12 minus 0 plus 12C1 into 1 by 2 power 1 into 1 by 2 power 12 minus 1 plus 12C2 into 1 by 2 power 2 into 1 by 2 power 12 minus 2 plus 12C3 into 1 by 2 power 3 into 1 by 2 power 12 minus 3. NC0 is equal to 1, anything power 0 is also is equal to 1. That is why 12C0 is equal to 1 and 1 by 2 power 0 is also is equal to 1. Then 1 minus 1 into 1 into 1 by 2 power 12 plus 12C1, it will be written as a 12 into 1 by 2 power 1 into 1 by 2 power 11 plus 12C2, it will be written as a fraction form. In the numerator, multiply two numbers from the 12 in the descending order, and in the denominator, multiply two numbers from the 1 in the ascending order into 1 by 2 power 2 into 1 by 2 power 10 plus 12C3. It is also written as a fraction form. In the numerator, multiply 3 number from the 12 in the descending order divided by, in the numerator, multiply 3 numbers from the 1 in the ascending order. Multiply 1 by 2 power 3 into 1 by 2 power 9, which we get 1 minus 1 by 4096 plus 12 into 1 by 2 into 1 by 2048 plus 66 into 1 by 4 into 1 by 1024 plus 220 into 1 by 8 into 1 by 512, which we get 1 minus 1 by 4096 plus 12 by 4096 plus 66 by 4096 plus 220 by 4096, which is equal to 1 minus 299 by 4096, which is equal to 1 minus 0.0729, which is equal to 0.9271. The probability of getting more than 3 hits is 92.71%. Fitting of binomial distribution. Mean is equal to summation fx divided by summation f, which is equal to np. P is equal to x bar divided by n, which is equal to mean divided by n. Q is equal to 1 minus P. Probability function is equal to NCX into P power x into Q power n minus x. Then expected frequency is equal to f of x is equal to capital N into NCX into P power x into Q power n minus x. Capital N represents the total sum of frequency. The fourth question. The set of three similar coins are tossed 100 times with the following result. Number of heads are 0, 1, 2, 3 and the frequencies are 36, 40, 22 and 2. Fit a binomial distribution. The first step, we have to prepare a table to calculate fx. First column filled with the x, second column filled with the f, third column we should multiply the first column into second column, which means x into f. 0 into 36, which is equal to 0, 40 into 1 is equal to 40, 22 into 2 is equal to 44, 3 into 2 is equal to 6. Next we have to sum the second column and third column. Sum of fx is equal to 90 and sum of f is equal to 100. Mean is equal to summation fx divided by summation f, which is equal to 90 by 100 is equal to 0.9. Next p. P is equal to x bar divided by n. X bar is 0.9. N represents number of heads, which is 3. So 0.9 divided by 3, we got 0.3 as a p. Next q. Q is equal to 1 minus p. 1 minus 0.3 is equal to 0.7. Next, we need to calculate expected frequency. Expected frequency formula is capital N into NCX into P power x into Q power n minus x. Then first one is number of successes 0 hits, which is capital N is 100, small n is 3, x is equal to 0, p is equal to 0.3, q is equal to 0.7. So 100 into 3c0 into 0.3 power 0 into 0.7 power 3 minus 0, we got 34.3. For 1 heads, 100 into 3c1 into 0.3 power 1 into 0.7 power 3 minus 1, we got 44.1. Heads, 100 into 3c2 into 0.3 power 2 into 0.7 power 3 minus 2, we got 18.9. And for 3 heads is 100 into 3c3 into 0.3 power 3 into 0.7 power 3 minus 3, which is equal to 100 into 0.027 into 1 is equal to 2.7. These are the format for calculating expected frequency. Finally, the answer will be represented like this. The first row filled with number of success, which is x, 0, 1, 2, 3. Second row filled with observed frequency, which is 36, 40, 22 and 2. The total is 100. Third row filled with expected frequency, which is 34, 44, 19 and 3. The total is also 100. Thank you, friends.